Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in. I guess I better turn this camera on. Well, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, that happened. I gotta charge it. I gotta charge this thing. Okay, give me a sec. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. How are you this morning? Do me a quick favor and just comment where you're watching from so I can keep up. You watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, where you guys watching from? Good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a great morning. What's up, man? What's up, man? I know I look like Jedi today. Or Rabbi. I'm either Jedi or Rabbi. Where you watching from this morning? Where you watching from? Post it in the comments where you're watching from. I wanna hear from you. I wanna hear from you. I wanna hear from you. How are you this morning? Are you good? Are you good? Are you happy? Are you happy to be alive? Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We're just gonna give some folks a few moments to jump on in. To jump on in, and as we're waiting, man, just go ahead and comment. Comment where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know where you're at. I want to know how you're feeling. How are you, man? How are you, man? You good? You good? How are you? Brothers and sisters, are you happy to be alive today? I'm going to pull up a YouTube page so I can see some comments. I'm also on a private group this morning. We're going to be talking about the morning market. Talking about business and finance this morning. Come on. Does that interest you? You want to get some business right? You want to get your money right? You want to get your emotions right? That's what we're going to be talking about. And I want to talk with you. I want to know. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know how is your emotions today, man? How is your emotions today? Are your emotions good? We have a saying around here. What is the condition of your soul today? What is the condition of your soul today, man? So we got some folks about to jump on in. We got some folks jumping in. Good morning. Is that Paulie? Good morning, Paul. Man, good morning, man. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Hope you are doing great. Hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you were met with strength and health and wellness today. Come on, come on. Yes, sir. How about my sisters? How my sisters? How my sisters doing? Are the sisters doing good? Come on in, y'all. This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna get to talk a little bit. If you hear something in the background that sounds like a train, it's because I got some coffee brewing. You got to have some good coffee in the morning. Life is too short to have some weak coffee. You dig? So I'm gonna be listening out for that. All right, let me look on one of these different pages before we get started. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in, come on in. It's a good day to be alive. All right, all right. So everybody who's watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, hope you're having an amazing, amazing morning so far. Hope you're having an amazing morning so far. Up there goes my choo-choo train. So y'all enjoy the music. We'll be right back. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. How are you doing this morning? You doing well? Are you well? Are you well? Is everyone well? How was sleep? Did you get rest? I know you might have gotten sleep, but have you gotten rest, man? I'm trying to tell you. I know I look like a Jedi this morning. That happened, actually. Just woke up and threw on my hoodie and There's your Jedi. Come on. All right, I'm saying what's up to everybody who's watching. Good morning. Hey, do me a quick favor and just type in the comments where you're watching from. Where you're watching from. Type in the comments where you're watching from, so I can see where you're watching from. Just want to see where you're watching from. Give you a shout out real quick before we get started. Before we start looking at these markets. I think you're gonna enjoy this. I think this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be good. Yesterday's stream was really fun. It was really cool. We got to see some live trades happen. Where are you watching from this morning, guys? Let's see if I can get this chat to pop out. Yeah, pop out the chat. Come on. There we go. All right. I'll take that. Very good. I see you. Very cool. Come on in. Type in the comments where you're watching, or just say good morning, man. Type good morning. Type today's gonna be a amazing day in the comments. Type it. You gotta see it. You gotta see it to believe it. Type in the comments. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Amazing day. Today's gonna be an amazing day. Type in the comments. We will overcome every obstacle today. We will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. Shoosh. We will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. Today, I'm going to write it to you. We will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. Well, that's an amazing thing right there. That is truly an amazing statement right there. If you make up in your mind that every obstacle that you will encounter, you will overcome. I see you on the couch. Very good. Every obstacle you encounter today, you overcome with peace, love, and joy. But that's a good statement right there. Let me write it. On our Facebook page. Today, we will overcome every obstacle. Obstacle. I just like saying obstacle. Here we go. With what? With our own strength? No. With peace. With love and joy. Exclamations. There it is. Type it in the comments. Type it when you see it. Type it when you watch this. If you're on a rebroadcast, if you're watching with us right now in the morning. It's 7:17, 7:18 in the morning. We're going to be looking at some charts. But before we do, you know what's first. Come on. What's first? First things first, gotta get that verse. Here it goes. If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all the mysteries and all the knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. So it's important to say we gotta love. Today we will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. I think all of those really work well together with our verse of the day. All right, folks, let's go now to the charts. Come on. What are we looking at? We're looking at some smart money. We're going to be looking at some Euro USD. Are y'all looking at Euro USD? Are you looking at Bitcoin? Or what are you guys looking at? What are y'all looking at trading? Are y'all looking at investing? Today will be an amazing day. That's right. Come on. Overcome every obstacle. Yes, sir. With peace, love, and joy. Hey, dude, that's fire. I'm gonna look at some of these different approaches, some of the different pairs in the market. Um, I'm gonna look at Euro. I'm gonna look at GJ. I'm gonna look at. You know what? We should put Bitcoin up here just because it's popular. Just because it's doing some things that's gaining some attention. It's always doing some things that's gaining some attention. It's amazing. Okay. All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. El mundo. Hola, man. I know I look like a Jedi. The Jedi rabbi this morning. I got my coffee ready. We're about to have our first cup of coffee, our first sip. Man, we're looking at the money markets today. We're looking at Bitcoin. We're looking at the Dow Jones, which is kind of like let's take our first glance. Here we go. So, all right. So, every time I enter into looking at the market, yeah. Let's see here. We want to go to a higher time frame. We want to get a mile high perspective. Remember we talked about that. A mile high perspective. Let me get rid of some of these lines so we can kind of make sense of what's going on. And I'm going to expand this screen. Y'all see how I did that with my hand because I'm Jedi? Okay, I'm looking at the Dow Jones. I'm looking at US 30. You can see we've been making a steady push up. First things I want to do is I want to see where there might be some potential resistance. Okay, remember we talked about resistance. We talked about when prices going up or when you were going up. I mean, it's the same thing. When you're going up and you hit a ceiling, what's that called? That's called a resistance line, a resistance level. Well, the same thing happens in price. Okay. All right. So resistance level happen all throughout, these different ranges depending on where you are. Currently, we are at the 35,800. Yeah, 35,800 level. When we started out this week, I believe, yeah, today's the 10th. And it's Thursday. Am I correct? Yes, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Wait, Thursday, Wednesday, 8th is Tuesday, 7th is Monday. When we started out this week, we were at the 34.9, almost 3,500. So that's a good amount of dollars pushed up in value. So so there is some support here, and I can put that line here, and you know what, I can make that like a really, really like rich, beautiful blue. Okay. And I'm just marking this up, right? I'm just gonna mark it up a little bit. Just kind of give me some really high perspective, higher time frame, bleh, higher time frame perspective. Okay, and this is going on. I can look all the way back and see where we were at the beginning of January. Okay, at the beginning of January, right here, uh, January 2nd, because the first I believe was a Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember, but I can see where uh, price gave us some support and gave us some resistance. So the support is where price comes down and can't go further down. That's the floor. That's the support. Okay. So that's how you determine what is support and resistance. And then we trade or we enter into the market, we put our positions in based on really support and resistance. You did? So the support and resistance, once price enters back into those areas, is when we're looking to potentially enter a position. You understand? It's simple. It's real simple. It's real simple. I know some late arrival folks who are going to be joining in. They're going to rewind this and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." So y'all come on in. Y'all are welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we are going to be marking up some resistance lines. Okay, it seems like we might be approaching some resistance lines. And what's interesting is that once what going up, so it turned into support. It's pretty interesting. So what once was, here's the key, what once was your resistance is now going to be your support, or what once was your support will flip and become your resistance. Okay, all right, so we could look at this and draw resistance and support lines all across this thing. But what I want to do is I really want to look at the highs, okay? Some of the different peaks that we were able to reach. Okay, I don't need to go far back. I just need to come maybe like I need to come like right here, just a few, just see, just a few peaks right here. So I have to go back to the mid of January to see that. And I can see how price started up here. Well, this is obviously going to be our resistance level. Let's make that a beautiful yellow. Okay, resistance. It's a beautiful yellow color right there. And it makes its way down. It reaches this peak right here. Okay, and then it tries to reach that level again here, and then again here. So this level, right before this long push down, this little push up, right? It seems like this is another good level, okay, of resistance. That's it. That's all I want. Okay, this is on a 12-hour time frame. So if I go back and I look, I can refine this level. I can refine it to even something that's a little bit more detailed. So if I go back to the hour, if I go to the hour, I can really kind of look and see what was the last push up just before this correction here fell through. All right, so I'm gonna call it right here, this green candle right here, and this is called refinement. And then I'll just go right over here and I'll look at the last push up, okay, right before this massive drop down. Okay, so the last push up So I'm just gonna mark up this green candle right here because that green candle pushed up. All right, and that's it. That's all you got to do. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. They're trying to sell me something. I don't need to buy nothing. I'm trying to mark up a chart. Okay. Bitcoin is doing something again. It's crashing. It seems like it must be 7:30. The market's moving. Okay, Bitcoin. See, that's why it's important to understand Bitcoin, man. It's like, boy, Bitcoin, it just sunk. Like right now, we saw it live on this channel. Yay, or on this page. Okay, guys. So let's go back to where we currently are in price, and that's here. All right. So you see this purple zone that I have marked up. Oh my gosh, the Dow Jones just tanked. We gotta pull up. We need to pull up our news. What is going on? Inflation rates. Okay. Oh my gosh. What is going on with inflation rates? All right, let's see. It rises 7.5%. Okay, give me that. And then I need. All right. Seems like I'm moving a little slow. Or it's my computer. NASDAQ futures falls as yields spike on inflation report. So inflation report drops today, which causes the market to drop. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, so this is big news. Here's the idea about news. Stay out of the market when news drops. Okay. Yeah, so at 7:30, core inflation rate for let's see. For January, the jobless claims 4-week average, like all of these news, man, they're just causing the market to respond in a very tragic way. And so we just tanked. Let's see. So let's be sure that we are looking at it correctly and we don't enter in on an impulse. Okay, on an impulse. It seems as though this is just going to continue to fall. Okay, so it's important not to rush into the market when you see something like this. It's a huge sell-off. Huge sell-off. All right, so for on the 1 minute. All right, let's see. Price is at 35,610. 35,610. 35,610 is the entry. We're going to be caught up on this pivot line, maybe 35. 35.6. Where are you, dude? 10. And I'm on a 5. All right. Oh, on a 28. Okay, so what I need is my calculator. Okay. Relax, man. 35,610 on a 5. So that stop loss needs to be, what is that, 40? No. Here. 40. 30. 20. What is it going to be? 50? Yeah, 50. All right. So we're going to look at 50. We're going to look at 50. See where that puts us. All right. It's going to definitely grab some correction in the market. Real quick. I'm going to target this trend line. If we can get past this pivot point. Yeah, the market definitely fell, and for some reason my MetaTrader is freezing up. So that's not good. Come on. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. We're just watching the market crash. Ain't nothing to it but market crashing. That's all. And MetaTrader is freezing, or the market's freezing, or something. So I use an app to execute these trades that is freezing, and I can't do anything. Well, that's funny. So it's definitely a breakout, right? It's definitely a break to the bottom of our 12-hour candle, which could potentially take super high risk because market is responding to some pretty drastic news. Okay, I can't see if I can't. Yeah, it's frozen. Oh boy. Okay, it's back now. All right. Well, we'll just let it do what it's gonna do. It may want to retrace back all the way into this zone up here. So I don't know if you were entered into the market. Of course, I got in a little late, so we're just gonna wait and see what happens with this price, man. Ooh, it could just melt. Could just completely melt. Could completely melt. And you know what? I'm thinking as though I may need to adjust this stop loss to come to the bottom of this 12-hour zone. Yeah, that market crash was amazing. See, that's what that's what news has the potential to do. Just the potential just to do some drastic things in the matter of seconds, in the matter of minutes. So if you enter this trade, let's see. Okay. All right. So there is that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move this stop loss to 1.5%, and see if we can target this trend line. It may need to recover real quick a lot of those imbalances that it was left with. So uh, a one-to-one kind of would look like this for me. But the idea is to stay out of the way of news. Like, don't trade the news. It's just it gets ugly. It gets ugly pretty fast. Yeah. So LMI was red for a good little minute. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Okay. Some retracement going on, some correction going on, which is cool. Which is cool. It's kind of just bouncing off of this pivot point. Okay, bouncing off of a pivot point. All right. So let's see. I'm a 15 minute. Yeah, it just seems like there's a bit of correction going on. It's definitely a break of structure to the bottom, and it is at the top of our channel. The only bad part about this is that it was based on news. Yeah, so based on news, not a good deal. Not a good deal at all. Let's just see how it plays out. Let's let this trade play out. All right, so comes a bit of a push down. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what US 30 has in store for the rest of the day. It's pretty interesting. If we go back to a higher time frame, let's see. The 1 minute, I'm sorry, the 1 hour, the 1 hour, we reached a resistance level close to R1 today in the current session. Yesterday's session, the previous session, we reached an R3. So I'm expecting a good bit of retracement, which was what we're seeing the setup for right now currently. When I say retracement, I'm looking at the market as a whole. Market as a whole is. Let's just see what this looks like here. Can I zoom you out? No, I can't. Let's go back to 1 minute. Yeah, so the idea is that market will retrace to a certain level. I'm just gonna put some more lines on here real quick so you can kind of see what's happening. Here's a fib. Yeah, so it touched to the decimal a golden zone top based on the 1 hour. Based on the 1 hour, it touched what we're calling the golden zone, the top of the golden zone, and now it's retracing. Uh, Here's a little push down on the 1 minute. So it has some ways to go. I mean, and of course, we know that it has to go lower before it can potentially make higher highs. And so it's struggling to make higher highs. So what does the market do? It crashes. Why? So that people will buy these lower prices on these stocks. And everybody that rushes to that dip will be able to push price up into the stratosphere. You dig? So, was it really based on news or was it really based on manipulation of the market? I'm going to say the latter. Okay, I'm going to say the latter. Okay, so we continue to wait and monitor what is price going to do. It's pretty interesting. Very interesting, actually. Okay, what am I looking at? US 30. Dow Jones. Hmm. I got I got the same I got the same pair. Hmm. That's interesting. I got the same pair. One on TradingView and one on MetaTrader where I execute these trades. And I have more candles on TradingView than I do on MetaTrader for this push down here. So that's interesting to me. It's really interesting. Uh, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like it's really not doing the same thing, and I don't know why. Why is that? So on TradingView, it's kind of it's saying on the 1 minute, right? Yeah, 1 minute. It's crazy. On the 1 minute, it's saying that I am reaching in the entry point. Like right, now I'm sort of in the range of my. There's my entry. Okay, and but on MetaTrader, it's not. It's saying I'm far from it. So okay, one of two things is happening. I either have it set wrong, which it should be at 35,610. Yep, 35,610. That's what I called out. 35,610. That's where it is. It's currently in profit, uh, but not on MetaTrader. Oh, that's interesting. That's called slippage. So my broker is causing slippage, which means that even though TradingView is showing me one price, the broker is showing me another. I don't like this trade. I don't like this setup. Uh, I don't like what's happening. And for that reason, as they say in the Shark Tank, I'm out. Okay, so I wait to get in profit on MetaTrader. I've never experienced slippage like that. What is slippage? I'm glad we experienced that together, guys, because that could be frustrating. Okay, so if I say trading, let me see. Let's see. Let's call it day trading slippage. Okay, I need you all to understand what slippage is. Okay, and there is a book that I highly recommend that you can learn a lot about these different things that the brokers do to try to safeguard their capital as well. All right, let's look. Slippage refers to the difference between the expected price of a trade and the price at which the trade is executed. Okay. Have you ever entered a trade and like on MetaTrader or whatever your broker, whatever platform you use to execute trades? It seems like you enter and then it kind of just waits and it's like thinking about it and then bang, right? That's slippage. In this case, it seems as though, remember I said my broker paused for a minute, for a brief minute, like not even a whole minute. It was just brief. It was like super, super short. Okay, there it goes again. Wow. And now it's back. So maybe that corrected whatever it was. I don't know. But I wasn't seeing price print accurately, it seems like. And I don't know if there's another name for it. The first thing that came to mind was slippage. Okay, so that right there lets me know. Okay, let's just let the market settle down for a minute, for a moment, for several moments. Let's turn up the music real quick and let's remind ourselves. Today we will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. Okay, enjoy this music. Okay, I think we're better. But that had the potential to just trigger a dude. I ain't gonna lie. That was not fun. Good morning. All right. Will you add me to the group? Yes. Yes. If you want to get added to our private group where we go in depth in that one, guys. I mean, we break down several ideas in regards to the money market, in regards to business and finance, in regards to the discipline, in regards to the emotional intelligence. Like what you're experiencing right now is not just how I entered a trade on based on some crazy news right at the end of it, but also how to manage when the trade or when the entry or when the investment kind of goes weird and when things don't work. Like, when the tools that you rely on every day just start to malfunction. And how do you just immediately get pissed off and you start cussing and being all ugly? Or do you have this emotional intelligence? Is it high enough to be able to manage and navigate through all those things? So yes, I will add you to that group because that is what we talk about for sure. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. All right, I see you. Market manipulation. It took a 1-to-1 RR, took at an equal low just in case it does try to retrace up. All right, very cool. So I'm not sure exactly what I was looking at when. Oh, I was looking at Bitcoin. I think I was looking at Bitcoin. And we saw Bitcoin just tank. Bitcoin tanked at 7:30, which let me know something happened. And now watch how it affects every market. Okay, here is Euro. Euro tanked. Look at this. The Euro tank. When the American economy, when America's economy crashes, it affects so much more, right, than just our economy. It affects the entire world economy. Okay, that's the euro. Okay, pay attention. Here is JBP, JPY, the uh, Great Britain pound. Okay, the UK dollar, and the Japanese yen. It doesn't affect them as much, right? No, it does. Oh no, okay. I can see a wick here at 7:30. So it had a response. Let's just call it that. It responded. It had like a ripple effect. It made it all the way to Japan. This ripple effect, right? You see the long wick to the bottom, and this candle just. And we learned yesterday that the candle just represents price, right? So the candle dropped a lot and then made its way back up. Let me look at the 1 minute. Yeah, so it did that move in 1 minute on the Great Britain pound, Japanese yen. But because the euro and the US dollar are so close together, it's pretty fascinating, if you ask me. Let's see, looking at some different ideas. Yeah, this is the Dow Jones. This is just drastic. There's so much enticement. There's so much inducement when you see this kind of drop to get in on a sell. But what should we be waiting for? What does smart money say? Let's get rid of this. This was a horrible entry. Let's just call it what it is. I don't know. It was like 19 points, not even 610, and got out at 614. So, oh, interesting. Yeah, slippage. 614. So 4 points. Why is that? If it's a sale. Oh, cause okay, price retraced. So that's interesting, man. So when I exit and click exit, it takes a second and price retraces up. So it's a negative $20. Okay, you know what? I deserve that. I deserve that one. I deserve that one. See, on this channel, you're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly. So it's gonna be like, yo, so that was a 614 loss. That was just a few pips, just a few points. Okay, I'm adding Miss Meredith to our group on Facebook. Okay, all right. And there you can ask questions. There we got some pretty experienced folks who have been looking at these trades with me for quite some time, and you can just ask questions. You can post some of the things that you're looking at, and we try to keep it centered around the money market, investment market, day trading, and stuff like that. So anybody who's interested in that, yeah, we can add you to the group for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and I know you'll enjoy it. Yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it. You'll definitely learn something from it. And here's what's interesting is that my mindset, even as we are investing and looking at the different things like Bitcoin and stuff, my mind just automatically brings a lesson out of it. Um, it's pretty interesting how this whole idea could teach us about our faith, about our spiritual development, about our developing our soul. So, what I was gonna suggest, just looking at this market, was that as soon as I get a break of structure to the upside, potentially entering in as a buyer. But before I did that, I needed to look at one other thing. Well, okay, so why would we want to buy after the market dropped? like that. Well, it has to come and retrace a lot of these imbalances that were left. It has to mitigate some of the imbalances, and there a lot. There is a lot of imbalances left. Where you see this red shaded area is kind of where these imbalances are being mitigated, and you can see when price touches it, it disappears, right? Okay, so I wanted to look on a higher time frame. So we're toying with the idea of being a buyer on a break of structure, but we just sit and wait. See, I don't like that candle. That candle that gave us the break of structure, I don't like that candle because it's an indecisive candle. It's not telling us with the volume that we want it to tell us, right? That we are going to retrace and enter back into our purple 12-hour maniac channel. So, all right. So we just gonna wait. That's easy. All right. Here. Okay, I see two profiles for Miss Meredith. I think I'm gonna go with the one that matches this picture. All right, and if it's not you, we can just kick that person out. So just let me know. Let me know if you were able to join that group. Uh, and yeah, we'll just go from there. All right. So here's what I call a phantom entry. Okay, let's get with it. All right. So yeah, so these candles are giving us wicks to the top and to the bottom. I would potentially enter on a 40, 50 point stop loss, 52, 52. Okay, and catch this little bit of retracement on a 4 penny lot. All right, so on a 4 penny, because we're still in, like, look, we're still in a we got a minute and a half. Okay, so, all right, so let's go 15. Let's go here to our smart money. All right, so on a 4 penny lot, we would buy, hmm and let's see if we can get a push up. That's so interesting. Okay, looks like it's a retracement down, or we could just be in a range again. So let's look. 633. Yeah, I'm right at 632. There's 633. So that break of structure candle, and here it's gonna retest, right? It's gonna retest that baseline. I can't wait until my coffee creamer gets here. Do y'all use Walmart delivery? Should be here at 8 o'clock. So y'all pray for me. I've been waiting patiently. Yeah, so this is kind of showing us a double bottom on the 1 minute here, right? Showing us a double bottom on the 5 minute. It's giving us an inverted hammer. All right. Let's just see where we'll see what price wants to do. It is 8 o'clock. So I'm anticipating a retracement to mitigate these imbalances. Now, price could just completely melt, okay, into the lower price range, right? Into the golden zone, which is what it looks like it wants to do. We'll see. We'll see. Um, and if it does, that's cool. That's cool. We'll we'll wait and see. But that's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating a large retracement to mitigate these imbalances. These imbalances that were left, now we're beneath the Ichimoku cloud. We're beneath the moving averages, the 8, 21, and 50, and we could be approaching the 200. We don't know. We don't know. Okay. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's get it together. All right. And there is a trend line there too. So I see that it's retracing, or it's pushing and testing the top of the golden zone one more time. All right. And then we get a breakup structure to the downside. All right. So this buy here was definitely too early, which is okay. Okay, when you risk 1%, you're good. You don't trip at all. You're just like, oh, that was wrong. So that was the breakup structure here, and then we continue down to the trend line. Okay. All right. So what that tells me, after two trades, after two entries, one was a loss here, one was a take profit, like minimal, minimal take profit. Okay. And we let price continue to do whatever price is going to do. All right, whatever price wants to do, just we're going to get out the way, let it do it. If you want to be a seller, that's up to you. We did break beneath the we broke beneath the 12-hour channel. Of course, that was based on news. All right, so that's two entries right there that did not pan out the way we thought it would, at least the way I thought it would. Look. All right. But are you emotionally intelligent enough to continue, or do you just get pissed off and quit? When things don't go your way, how do you respond? That's the exercise. And you've seen two amazing examples this morning of how that happens. Oh boy. So interesting. So let's just recap. At 7:05, we had a breakout to the upside here of our 12-hour channel. And if you don't know what the 12-hour channel is, go watch that video from yesterday. Yesterday's video, we broke it down, man. We broke it all the way down, man. All right. So from the top of that channel at 7:05, we see a re-entry, and then we see a breakup structure. Now, if I go to the 1 minute, this breakup structure actually happens at 7:22, which could have potentially been an entry to sell and target the middle of the channel. Of course, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Bitcoin and stuff like that. But that's what happens. And then at 7:30, we see news. Of course, we didn't have our news up. And the market still hasn't even opened. That's what's interesting. We're still in pre-market. Okay, 8:30 is right around the corner. All right, so just be patient. And for those of you who are interested in Bitcoin, yeah, I'm not. So, I mean, I bought Bitcoin, so I'll hold it, but I'm gonna get rid of this chart. It cost me my attention today. If something is costing your attention, you need to go ahead and remove it. Yeah, you need to go ahead and get out of that deal. It ain't good for you. All right, we're seeing GJ push up. Okay, so I'm not trading GJ. I just got to stick to my pair, man. So all I'm doing, I'm cleaning up. This is the idea. Okay, Euro USD is retracing back into the 12-hour zone. It retraced back close to the 12-hour zone and then headed back down to the 200 moving average on the 30-minute is what it seems like. Yeah, but I don't care about that either. All right, now we're in US 30. All right, so cool. We're looking at the New York market open in about 20 something minutes. All right, so y'all enjoy this music. I'm gonna go see if my coffee creamer has been delivered, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, peace. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What are we doing? All right, cool. Had to get rid of the rabbi look, man. It was kind of messing with me. All right. I'm sad, man. My creamer's not here. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about these entries, but I'm also not thrilled that our economy is crashing. So we passed this trend line. That's interesting to me. Those trend lines are based on the higher time frames. Okay. Uh, the like 12 hour and 4 hour, which could tell us that price wants to be corrected, like a major correction, which is great actually. Um, let's see. I drew this here. Let's see. It's potentially here, which means we still have yet to touch the golden zone. So I could redraw or replot this golden area, okay? This golden area. This is like a very important area, it seems like. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so on a higher time frame, we still have a ways to go to break the bottom of our chaos channel. Let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour, same. Wants to maybe touch the top of that golden zone. Let's go to 15 minute. Oh, 15 minute has just melted beneath the chaos channel, beneath the maniac channel. Wow. Fear in the cell from that breakout. Man, that was dope. Good for you. All right, let's go to smart money. Yeah, so smart money is saying at some point it's going to retrace. At some point it's have to come back up and get these imbalances. It's just a matter of when. When does it do that? When does it even try? Well, what do we look for? We want to look for an order block. We want to look for a POI, a point of interest, where price could potentially turn around, reverse, right? Remember we talked about that just the other day. When price fails to make higher highs and higher lows, then it could be in a reversal to the downside. And the same is true if price fails to make lower lows and lower highs, then we could be in a potential reversal to the upside. Okay, you see how price is coming to trying to challenge the top of this golden zone that was drawn on the higher time frames. Yeah, this is interesting, man. This is interesting. Just be patient and watch, okay? Just be patient and watch. High impact news, man. What could have happened? What could have happened? What could have happened? All right, let's continue to watch. We just watching now, man. We just watching. We just being patient and waiting. Watching price print. Okay. All right. Yep. Potential retracement back to the upside once it touches this golden zone, but we're also on a pivot point, which is just another way to describe a support line. Okay, you see this? There is a support line here. All right, little computer, come on, come on, come on. They want to see your support line. It is just not responding. Okay, there, slowly. Interesting. All right, so you see that support here. It says S1. Okay. Well, that S1 stands for support 1. All right. And it looks like price has passed through support 1 and is now touching support 2. Okay, so support 2 is being tested currently. And I don't know if the times, like, I don't know if, because I know this has got a delay on it. If I tell you, like, right now, the time is 8:12. Okay, the time is 8:12. If you're watching this video and there's a delay, then you're actually seeing something at a different time. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe there's a way to fix that. I don't know. All right. What are we doing? Waiting for price to come down. All right. And as we wait, I was going to say we hydrate. We can still hydrate. Come on. All right. You have any questions, guys? Throw some questions out here. Let me see what you guys are looking at. Let me see what you guys are thinking about this deal as we make our way further and further into the depths of price range. Now we're back at 35.5. 35.5 on US 30. Man, that's amazing. All right. Will we recover from this drop? Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. We shall recover. We shall recover. All right, 43 seconds left in the 15-minute time frame until we get a new candle. Watch how these last 30 seconds. The last 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. The last 30 seconds. All right, there's 27 seconds left. Interesting. There's 20. All right, we touch the golden zone. We enter the golden zone. Okay, we enter the golden zone with 15 seconds left. We remain in the golden zone. And we slowly, let's see, here's the last, oh boy, what is going on here? Yeah, some stuff going on. I don't know what it is. Okay, we exit the golden zone. That's what I thought. The last the little bit of that deal. All right, so continue to make lower lows, continuing to make lower lows, continuing to make lower highs means that we are in a bearish market, which we could potentially entertain a sell. All right, so based on our rules, look, we need to revisit our rules, huh? All right, on 15-minute, we tested the 200. We tested the top of the golden zone. This may be our push up. This may be our push up. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see what the lower time frames tell us. You know what? I'm gonna put these here, and I'm gonna put the smart money here. Come on. There we go. So here's the golden zone. Okay, you see them on both of these screens. Let's see, on the 1 minute, we see a break of the chaos channel to the downside. Let's see on the 5 minute, steadily making lower lows and lower highs. But I'm also looking for some kind of order block, maybe, that I'm not seeing. Is there one to the higher time frames? Let's look at 1 hour. 1 hour tested the 50 moving average, and now it's retracing. Okay. All right. On the 1 minute, we're about to test the 8 moving average. Let's keep waiting, y'all. Just hang tight. Just deploy massive amounts of patience. I can get rid of these trend lines since we've already broken and close beneath them. All right. Let's keep watching. Yeah, so I'm wondering maybe there might be a order block on the higher time frames that I'm not seeing. Yeah, there's one way down here. Way down here. We can go ahead and plot that though, because it's a valid order block. It's just way down there. Can make that green. All right. Let's see. Where else? Maybe a 2-hour time frame. Now I do see a large wick here. Okay, so this interests me a lot more than this golden zone. This golden zone is going to be a golden zone, whether we draw it there or not. Okay, but this wick right here, this wick, wick, right there, that interests me. That makes me think a few things. Number one, it's close to the support number 3. It is also the bottom of a golden channel, and it's in the middle of the wick. All right, so I'm going to remove, or at least hide, my pivots, and I'm going to erase that fib so that it makes a little bit more sense to what's going on. All right, so we have about 40 minutes till 9 o'clock, and I mean, if you look at this 4-hour, it's like to the decimal. This retracement, or this crash, touches the top of this wick city zone here, this gold wick city zone, right? That interests me. That lets me think that in 40 minutes we could potentially see either a further push into this wick city, right? This wick zone, this wiki zone, or we see a bounce off of it. So I'm most interested in the bounce off of it, which I can wait for another break of structure. I can wait for a break of structure. That first break of structure, well, that was no good. So we just wait and see how it wants to respond to this level. And of course, in 10 minutes, that 8:30 candle might have something totally different to say. He's like that one person that's like, yeah, y'all can go ahead, y'all can act up, but as soon as I show up, we're gonna we're gonna be saying something a little different, you know, because the market is definitely gonna respond to this crash. As soon as New York opens, you're gonna see a response. You're gonna see a major response. And what I'm anticipating is that we get a break of structure and we re-enter our 12-hour channel, which in that case, we are buyers. Based on this bounce off of the POI is what it's called. I call them wick city zones, but they're really just POI, you know, because in that wick, from a higher time frame, if you go down to a lower time frame, you're just going to see a bunch. And when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch of buy orders and a bunch of sell orders, right? Bunch of sell orders, a bunch of buy orders. Yeah, so here's where it started. Let's just show you what a wick looks like when you dissect it, right? Dissecting wicks. All right, computer just loading and loading. It takes a lot of computer processing, I guess, to bring all this stuff together so we can see it. All right, I'm gonna move it up. Okay, so in that wick, you have a lot of orders. You have a lot of consolidation. You see some sell-offs, some major moves, and major consolidation, major moves and major consolidation in that one wick. which is why it interests me, because it lets me know that when price does even come close to this range, it wants to exit. It wants to go up. How do we know that? Because price tried to reverse, and when it reached this level, it went out. It went up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get back to where we currently are and see how price is responding to this level still. So on the hour, we have about 30 minutes, 36 minutes. Okay, on the 5 minute, let's look and see what's happening on the 5 minute. Okay, and it seems as though there's just so much imbalance from this market crash this morning, man. You all saw it live, live, live. See, not everybody gets to see that because they don't wake up. They don't wake up. They don't see those market crashes because they still sleep. But you all saw it, man. You guys saw it. Okay, so another wick has got my attention, and it happened on the lower time frame, which we still could potentially see a break of structure to the upside. Didn't quite enter into this wick here yet, but I'm gonna anticipate that it does. Okay, so that's another zone I'm interested in. Yeah. Let's make it this color right there. So here's our break of structure. Let's see. So if we were to enter on a buy on this break of structure here, it is the first break of structure. We have 30 seconds left, and we got 6 minutes till 8:30. What do we want to do? Do you want to buy? This is a break of structure candle on the 1 minute that could potentially send us to mitigate these imbalances to the higher price ranges. We have 15 seconds till it close and still showing a break of structure. Do we want to take this buy? How are you feeling about this buy? It bounced off the top of the golden zone. Oh, I'll tell you what I don't like. Yeah, it didn't break structure. This candle looks like it wants to break structure. See how that last little bit of second, man, that last second will fake you out, man. Will fake you out if you're not patient, if you're not careful. But I am contemplating, seriously considering taking the break of structure. So by the time you see this break of structure candle print or see it on this video, it would have already printed. That's the downside of streaming, I guess, because there is a delay that happens. But you would be able to learn from, you'd be able to see either there was a good decision or a bad decision. So it's pretty interesting. So we still have yet to break structure. Okay. So we still continue to wait. Now, if it does drop into this blue zone, okay, this wick zone, this point of interest, right? I call them points of interest. Okay, let's write that down. Point of interest. That means that I'm interested in it. That's all that means. Oop, I can't spell, huh? Oh gosh, help me, Lord. Let's just call it that. Point of int. No, we'll call it POI, right? That's actually how we refer to it. It's a POI. We know it's point of interest. All right. Point of interest, right? POI is what I'm calling this blue level here, okay? If price could make its way into this area, then that gives me, and then starts to exit, that gives me some confidence that it wants to continue to the upside. Now, after such a large drop in price, like a crash, at some point, don't know when, it could be this morning, it could be this afternoon, right? But at some point, it has to it has to mitigate these imbalances, okay? These imbalances that are left in this reddish area, okay? It has to come up and bring balance to the market. Um, so we'll wait for that. And as we wait, we can look at some different perspectives, some different tools. Let's just do that. Yeah, keep it all on the same line. All right. Somebody's awake. Good morning. You cut your hair. Shanna cut her hair. Hold on, man. What are you doing? Show the people. You have short hair. I love it.
It was dead. Love you.
I,
Creamer's on its way.
I love that creamer is on its way, and I love your hair.
Look at that. Look at the way it moves. Just
It's alive.
Shayla,
It's alive.
listen, Roxana.
Yeah, we're in here, man. We all saw this happen together.
Dang.
Yeah. So I was looking at other stuff. I didn't see the breakout to the bottom. I entered at the bottom of this candle, took a small profit because I was like, man, this is news. Then I saw a break of structure on this candle.
On the
No, on the 1 minute. And then the right here, and then it went. So 1%, man. We're just risking 1%, so we're still in the game. A little bit of drawdown, right? A little bit of drawdown. And now we're waiting for the break of structure to bring us back up into the higher of heights. Yes. Yeah. So we just wait.
where's your buy?
I don't have a buy yet.
What are you in?
Huh? Oh, this was a buy because of this break of structure here.
Oh, break
Up.
of structure.
Yeah. If you was watching, you would know, but you're over there
So-
chopping off your hair.
Yesterday, I entered into a trade on Euro USD.
Mm-hmm.
It broke and closed.
All right, 8:30 candle. I'm sorry, babe. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch. We're gonna watch this. Okay, on the break of structure. Come on, it's gonna break structure. Did it enter into my POI? Y'all tell me, cause I was distracted by some amazing hair. Did it? It touched. Here's the break of structure. Potentially break of structure. Oh God. Okay, so what happens when it does break structure? Do you wait for a retest? Or do you just enter right on the break of structure? Talk to me. What are y'all going to do? Here's what I want to do. I want to get ready. I want to get ready for this level of structure to be broken. And I'm going to have a stop loss of 72. Okay? And I'm going to target the top of this bearish order block. All right, cool. I hope y'all caught that. 70. See, I need to know what that is. What is 73? Sheesh. So we go down. I want to look at it one more time. See what it's doing. All right. And that's a buy. Entry for me. Buy entry. All right. Let's see if this New York Open. Now, we broke a rule. Do y'all know what rule we broke? You don't enter on the 15-minute. You don't enter on the 15-minute candle. All right. Just as long as you know you broke the rule, okay? Here comes the mitigation to some of these imbalances. All right. I'm going to see if it can continue to the upside. Don't forget that POI, point of interest. POI, point of interest. Wicks are potential POI. Okay. So we see profit briefly. Okay, we see profit briefly, then it comes to retest and mitigate imbalances to the lower price range. Okay, excuse me. All right, so 9 o'clock is coming up. We could see something in 9 o'clock as well. But for this trade, this seems like a good trade. I see rejection wicks happening, leaving some imbalances still, mitigating some imbalances, still leaving rejection wick to the bottom side, which is great. We see a bullish candle. All right, where are you watching from, guys? Ryan, I see you, man. Hey, Cassie, I see you. Man, we're just looking at the market, man. We're learning about the investments. We're learning about how to different aspects of day trading. Um, Really, all of it, man, is emotional intelligence. Really, to be honest, it's about emotionally understanding what is going on in your emotions when it comes to money, or when it comes to decisions, when it comes to making a decision, and sometimes you make bad decisions. Okay, uh, so that's all it is, man. It's navigating. It's navigating. It's trying to find ways to navigate through a lot of this stuff. All right, so we see some down push to mitigate a lot of imbalance. Now, if price were to make a lower low than break of structure, uh, this break of structure candle that we took this entry on is invalid. Okay, meaning that it's not ready. It's not ready to reverse. But we see this candle that made its entry into our point of interest. All right, it entered our point of interest and now is rejecting that point of interest. That's a good sign that we could continue it to the higher price ranges. Uh, but like we say, we don't know. All we know is we don't know. All we know is we don't know. So anytime it leaves a wick, just know that there are a lot of orders. Even on the 1 minute candle, there are a lot of orders. When I say a lot, I mean tens of thousands of people are doing this, and tens of thousands of orders are being placed by hedge funds and by market or money holding firms and banks and institutions. And that's what we call smart money. So I see another rejection to our point of interest. It touches the top of our point of interest zone. And then we see a bullish candle start to print. Let's see, 8:30 candle. See, after news like that, the 8:30 candle doesn't seem so crazy. The 8:30 candle doesn't seem very active at all compared to the drop that we just witnessed. It's like, okay, but we do understand that New York has the potential to either correct or continue this downward push. Okay, I'm anticipating a correction. I could be wrong. Okay, I've been wrong already in one entry already this morning. The first entry wasn't necessarily wrong, but it was definitely not my rule. Okay, uh, we have to trade our rules. All right, let's just remember real quick the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments of trading, man. Do you have them with you? Have you looked at them? Have you checked them out? Do you talk about them? Do you think about them? Do you dream about them? Did you get them tattooed on your neck, man? Yeah, so we can check that out. We can check that out. Are y'all ready? First things first. Did you get the daily verse? Yep. Did you respect the 200? Gotta respect that 200. If above, buys only. If below, sells only. And don't forget the asterisk. Okay, that asterisk is important. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right, number 3. Thou shalt not over leverage. Absolutely. Thou shalt not enter a trade on the 830 candle US 30. Well, asterisk after news. Okay, so we broke a commandment today. Thou shalt use proper risk management. Boy, that's the one you can't afford. You can't afford to break that one. Thou shalt honor thy rules. See how important it is. Okay. Thou shalt wait and watch price print patiently. Well, that's key right there. Thou shalt not chase price. Oh no, we definitely not gonna chase price, especially candles. Like I ain't chasing no candle like a little chihuahua. Heck no. And then number 9, I saw what Michaela put on there. Thou shalt believe in yourself. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thou shalt believe in yourself is a great thing to live by. Okay, and then 10. These are the 9 and 10 are the ones that you are going to fill in. I want to know how you fill them in too. I want to know. I want to know if what you have to work on, right? What do you have to work on? For me, I have to let price play out. Okay, I catch myself getting out of trades, probably too early at times, and so I have to believe in myself. I gotta believe in the decision. I gotta believe in the entry. I gotta believe that the way I'm seeing it is the way that it needs to be seen, and go in the direction that it needs to go. You know. Okay. So New York Open, we are looking at about 5 minutes left in this candle. For the 15-minute. We are currently holding a position that's based on break of structure. Wait, 528, is that my entry? No, 531 is my entry, dude. 531 is my entry, dude. All right. 533. So somewhere here. All right. 531 is my entry. Targeting the top of this bearish order block. Okay. And the reason why it's targeting that bearish order block and not all the way into the channel is because there is this buildup right here, right? There's a buildup that it may want to retrace a bit and then continue to the upside. So what I want to see, we're seeing a really good, healthy volume New York Open candle to the upside. I'm currently up about $100, which is offsetting a little bit of that loss from the first entry, from the first break of structure. And now we see something that really interests me. It's a bullish order block, which is basically this wick. Y'all see this wick right here? I'm trying to tell. I want to teach you how to identify these order blocks so that you can understand what they mean, and how they're formed, and when price goes into those ranges, what you can expect price to do. Okay, now is it guaranteed? No, not at all. All right, let's see. Yesterday, 4 trades. I got out early every time, and they all hit profit. Yep. Didn't believe in myself. Okay, yeah, sometimes that happens. Win, lose. I'm only gonna risk 1%. These are great rules to live by. These are great rules to live by. Okay, or these are great rules to trade by. Okay, we got some other set of commandments to live by. All right. So we're seeing a push up. So our break of structure candle was valid. So now trade management. Trade management is something like this. Here's my stop loss. At some point, I'm going to expect price to retrace. Now, if it retraces to the point where it comes down here, then I'm more than likely just take a little bit of profit. I don't want to move my stop loss. Today I don't. Today I want to practice. Today I don't want to move my stop loss too much in profit because it could come and turn around, hit that, and I'm out and I'm done. Um, but what I want to do is either I'm going to break even or I'm going to break or I'm going to hit my stop loss in profit, but just minimal. Minimal. I want to see this trade play out and go further to mitigate these imbalances. And at some point, I know it has to. Okay. But what I also understand is that this, let's see, now we can look at this. Let's see who has it. Stocks are dropping Thursday after a 10-year treasury yield topped 2% due to surging inflation. So the bears have it. The bears have it currently. So we're in a buy. It's a very risky buy because this could be just a simple correction before price continues to slam all the way down. Okay. 305. Okay, cool. So 305. Let's see if we can get there. I'm currently looking at a profit of $250 on a 3-cent lot. That's based on a $25,000 account, a 70. I think it was just 70, correct? Yeah, 70 point stop loss. And let's see, let me correct that. So it was here, but now I'm looking to target, or I'm looking to move my stop loss into profit. So we have about 40 seconds left. We could see a massive retracement in this next candle that continues to the downside. If so, just be prepared. Be prepared to respond. That's all. We just watch price print. Okay, here is 20 seconds left in this candle. And still the bears are taking over the market. All right, here we go. Last 10 seconds. We see a bearish candle form. Yeah, see, this is why I have this music playing. Just keep us chilling. All right, we see a push up into the bearish order block. Let's see if it starts to bounce. Okay, it pushes through a little bit of that bearish order block. All right. It's like play by play, man. This is better than the Super Bowl, man. Come on, man. All right, now it's starting to, well, still thinking about it. We're halfway through the minute candle. We may see a lot of wicks here. I knew that it was gonna have some resistance to push through. Here's what I've also noticed was that if I looked at the higher time frame, let's say the 30-minute, okay? Let's say the 30-minute. If I looked at the higher time frame and I just watched this tool that we use called LMI, there have been so many times where price completely annihilated our take profits, and it was just amazing. So, all right, with that said, it looks like my target has been hit. My first target, which was 1 to 1.5. And I'm also aware that I'm in a bearish order block. And I'm also aware that the bears have control over the market currently. And I've mitigated the loss that we incurred here. So now it's just a matter of, do you wait? They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. Yeah, so we're just gonna hold this for a little bit. We are I like to look at the different charts, right, that show me some different things with different tools and stuff like that. Okay, so here I'm looking at the chaos channel. Whoa, I need the chaos channel. Here we go. All right, still beneath the itchy cloud on the 15 minute, which is fine. Okay, that's fine. On the 1 minute, we are above the 50 moving average. And I like trading these moving averages because they give me indication of where I'm finding support. Okay, and that's pretty much what I want to understand better is where can you find support? Like, um yeah, so we hit our target. Now we're holding and we're monitoring this LMI tool. Basically, when it's green, hold your trade. And if it turns red, get out. Okay. That's basically what it is. All right. But I'm really interested in these moving averages on the lower time frames and on the higher time frames. Let me look at 30 minutes. Okay, in 30 minute, we are just beneath the 50 moving average. And on the 1 minute, we're starting to test the 50 moving average with 8 seconds left. We pass through it and we potentially going to close beneath it. Yes, we close beneath it. Now we want to test the 8 moving average, see if we close beneath it. So when you're in between these moving averages, that's left 11 minutes left until 9 o'clock. I'm anticipating that at 9 o'clock, we're going to see the market move again. All right. So are you in a trade? Are you holding a trade? What's your entry? What's your stop loss? Why did you get in? What's the story, man? What's the story? What's the story, man? All right, so we closed beneath the 50. Closed beneath the 50 on the 1 minute. All right, then we push above the 50 and close above it. Now we push up again and we making higher highs, man, higher highs. And we'll continue to make highs and we staircase. Okay, we staircase. But this staircase doesn't always just go up. This staircase goes up, then down, and then up, and then down. But we're a little bit higher than where we were down before. Then we staircase up a little, and then down a little, and then up. But we're continually going high, even with the lows. Come on, y'all. I hope this is making sense. You dig? And if it ain't making pennies, man, we ain't making no sense. All right, so here would be my next target. Back to the charts. Back to the charts. Back to the lecture at hand. All right. I'm anticipating either a push through or bounce this the bottom of this purple channel, which is very important. It's a very important level. Okay, nowhere else on YouTube are they doing live trades and talking you through these different levels. They're just giving you the signals and good luck with them, man. But be sure to pay me $300 a month. You dig? Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I want you to understand the best that I can bring understanding. Okay. Um, as we approach the bottom of our 12-hour candle. Okay, as we approach the bottom of our 12-hour candle, we're going to see some resistance, which it also happens to be close to the 200 moving average. All right, which is very, very, very resistance heavy. All right, they're sharing some wins, some profits, 1 to 1.5. I think our delivery is here. I'm ready. I could use a cup of coffee right about now. Yeah, yo, y'all see that smile? That's a real smile right there. All right, I see it. Very good. Very good. Great, great. All right, then we got some other folks who are wasting their time on a golf course. Okay, I understand. You got to do what you got to do, big dog. I understand, but and you know what? I'm gonna go swing the golf club too later on today after I catch this money. After I catch this, after I catch these pennies. All right. So let's just recap a little bit. Three trades or three entries. One based off of news that totally was not a good entry. I mean, it went in our direction. Could have potentially held it, right? And made a little bit of profit. I just did not. I wasn't gonna lie. I wasn't gonna be fake and phony and say, yeah, I knew it was gonna go down. No, I didn't know. That was all impulse and enticement, seduction because I saw that bearish candle and paid for it. All right. Then the next entry was definitely taken based off of the breakup structure on the 1 minute, and it turned around and took us out at our stop loss, which was 1% of our account. So we were still good to enter into another position. Then we waited for price to come and touch the top of a golden zone. It created a point of interest, which we waited for a breakup structure. And then we had an entry. And while we were waiting for this entry to go in profit, it created uh, bullish a bullish order block. Yeah. So now we have pushed up into a higher price range. We found some resistance on the 200 moving average, and beneath at the bottom of the 12-hour maniac channel. So I am looking for rejection uh, to the lower. I'm looking for rejection to these lower price ranges and staircase up. Okay, but these drawdowns have to happen. Okay, and the mitigation to these imbalances have to happen, or price will be in this balanced state. But there is so much more imbalance left to the higher price ranges that at some point price has to come and touch or mitigate. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, if you're following me, go ahead and type yeah. All right, if you're understanding a little bit more about this, go ahead and type yeah, man. Because yeah, so we come about 5 minutes till 8:55. Uh, all right, cool, 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 cool. Just gonna keep waiting. So I really like this bullish candle that we're getting on the 15 minute. It is letting us know that price definitely wants to correct. Um, the LMI still has yet to turn green on the 15 on the 30 minute. On the 15 minute, it's close to turning green. On the 5 minute, it is green, and on the 1 minute, which is what we've been monitoring, it is green. So this LMI, this is today is the day I practice holding my LMI indicator, like really holding it and see how it turns out for us. I really believe, like, just based on the last couple of trades and entries that we've taken on this channel, live on this stream, had we held that trade, we would have seen upwards close to 1 to 40 RR, which is mind blowing. Okay, I share this in our private group. Share these entries on this YouTube channel. I share these entries on my Facebook page. If you are interested in learning more about it, then I want you to join our group. All right. Let's see. It hits a bearish order block on the 1 minute. Going to come out of an order block in the 15 as well. I think you're going to take a win. Yeah, we already won today. Today's a winner. We said it before we even started entering it. We said today we will overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. Somebody say amen. Type amen, man. Type amen in the comments. With that right there, man, I love this cup. This was the first Yeti cup I think I ever owned. My brother gave it to me, and it was a gift from a amazing leader, pastor. His name is Gerald Brooks. I don't know if y'all can read this. I'm gonna try to see if y'all can read. It might be a little bit, yeah, it might be out of focus and too bright. So it says discipline. Come on, discipline is the gift. Y'all need to pay attention to right here. Y'all need to pay attention right here. This one right here. This is the one you need to pay attention to. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait 15 seconds so that I know exactly where it is in this video. All right, so that I can give you this, and you're gonna write this down. Make a drawing of it. Put it as an art piece on your wall, man. Make art out of this. Ready? Here it goes. Discipline is the gift you give yourself. Deadlines are the gift others give you when you lack discipline. Come on, somebody. Sheesh. Let me read it again. Discipline is the gift you give yourself. This is on my coffee cup. This is amazing. Discipline is the gift you give yourself. Deadlines are the gift others give you when you lack discipline. Come on. Yo, that's good coffee. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. That's amazing. That's an amazing quote. That's an amazing statement by Gerald Brooks, who has an amazing podcast as well. You definitely want to look him up wherever you listen to podcasts. Gerald Brooks. Gerald Brooks, man, such an amazing leader. All right. Well, I'm going to close some of these candles, or some of these trades. All right. If you've been hanging out with us this far, this is 2-hour mark. I appreciate you hanging out. I really do. All right. Here is a 9 o'clock candle. Let's see here. It opens bullish, and we're kind of like in a bullish flag pattern on the 1 minute. I'm going to look to see if price wants to push through the 200 moving average. We may get caught up in a range, which then leads to drawdown, which then leads to a push up. So I'm going to wait and see how price responds. Let's go back. Let's go back to our, okay, it wants to push up. I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see. Just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining the group. I'm telling you, man, there's nothing you can't learn. All right, we're approaching the bottom of the channel one more time on the 9 o'clock candle. And we pass through it. We have 15 seconds to close. It starts to mitigate some of the imbalances that were left in the higher price range. We approach a pivot point. Okay, we pass through the 200 on the 1 minute. Here's 3, 2, 1, new candle. I'm going to take 500. Oh, slippage. Uh-oh, slippage. Let's see what that really said, because that's so funny. All right, $560. Well, that slippage will get you if you ain't careful, man. So here's a push up. We approach the pivot point. We break through the pivot point. We mitigate the imbalances that are left on the higher time frames. You're watching it live on this channel as I give a live commentary. I feel like I should be a Super Bowl guy. Okay. The Super Bowl of trading. You dig? Okay. We continue to watch. Price make higher highs. Let's look and see if the bulls have taken over the market. No. So this is a simple market correction made by the same folks that gave us the market crash. My opinion. But yeah, because the bulls still have the control of the Dow. Now we're pushing back beneath that pivot point. We're potentially going to retest the bottom of our 12-hour channel. If you've stuck with us this whole time, man, we've been holding this trade ever since this break of structure that happened at 8:31 a.m. Okay, here we saw a little bit of a sideways movement range, which is basically build up so that we can break through to the higher price range, to the higher price points of interest. Okay, what is our point of interest at this point? I would target, now that we've broken through the pivot line and we've retraced just a bit, I would target the middle of the 12-hour channel, this purple channel. Now that would be the next target, which would give us a 1 to 3.5%, 1 to 1.3 risk to reward ratio, not percent. Okay, what we're finding as we are making our higher highs is that there are some bearish order blocks that must be bulldozed through, and it seems as though as we are approaching those price ranges, we will see some sort of drawdown, retracement, retesting lower price ranges, potentially even ranging to build up to break through the bearish order block. All right. Whew, all that said, just wait. Sheesh. It's amazing how things turn around. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. There is a break of structure that happens. Come on, I'm talking to somebody. There's a break of structure that happens just before a draw, or just before a drawdown, with a lot of build-up, which is tension, build-up and tension, ups and downs, news and stuff like this, that send you to the higher ranges. Yeah, somebody's catching it. Somebody's catching it. Yeah, we're talking about the market, but we're also talking about other stuff too. All right, so we hit our middle of the channel. Okay, we broke through it. We have not closed above it just yet, and I'm looking at the 1 minute candle. We have about 30 seconds to close above the middle of the channel. Once we break through, it's a good sign. It's better when we close above so that we can target the next POI. POI is just another way of saying TP, take profit. Okay. All right. So with that said, we're just going to keep waiting. Hello, everybody who's watching on Facebook and YouTube, man. We're just kind of doing the play-by-play of this entry that we entered at 8:31. We all were a witness to how the market crashed this morning based on news of inflation. We've all heard about inflation in the news. So that's what we're witnessing now. All right. So back to the chart. On the 1 minute time frame, we broke above the 50% line of our 12-hour channel. The maniac channel is what we're calling it. And we are currently retesting. It failed to close above, but we are currently retesting what looks to be as a support line, a pivot point line, which I'm then looking to see a bounce up. All right, let's just see which one. Yeah, that's the pivot line. So once it crosses above the pivot line and closes above the pivot line, that means we are pivoting from a bearish market to a bullish market. And we crossed and closed above the pivot line, which then it would be safe to say and anticipate a close encounter with its next resistance line, which would give us a 1 to 5 RR. All the while, we are watching the LMI tool, the logistics, what do they call this? The logistics map index. Okay, we got to look up what that really means. So the target, our point of interest now is our first resistance line. Okay, our first resistance line. If I go to a higher time frame here, you will see that from our entry point to our current price is 256 points. That's a win right there. That's a win right there. 256 points is a win right there. Now you can target, and it's good to celebrate those wins. Okay, that's a win. And then we would target, and when I look at the 15-minute, there is a bearish order block. I would target the top of the bearish order block, which just so happens to be right around the range and the point of interest of our resistance level 1. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're taking notes, which would give us from our point of entry of 1 to 4.9 RR, which is so good. So good. And we will just watch patiently. Watch price print. All right. So we start a new 5-minute candle. It is now currently 9:10 a.m. I want to look at the Dow Jones and see if there's any company. I've seen some changes. In the percentages. Okay, so Walt Disney. What? Well, y'all doing something with that money. They have, out of the market crash, Walt Disney is up, okay, almost 7%. Sheesh. Well, so Walt Disney, man, listen, I'm gonna go watch me a Marvel movie today. Because Walt Disney is paying the bills. Walt Disney is the one who is causing all of this bull run to happen. So that's pretty amazing. Okay. So we'll target the top of this bearish order block. And if I were to refine that, it's actually here at the close of that bullish candle that makes up that makes up the bearish order block, which is sort of right around the 50% of that bearish order block. So I could refine my target to that dotted line right there. All right, which is still a great target for a 1 to 4.7 RR. Let me drop back down to the 1 minute. We can see more than likely we're in a range. Yeah, we're in a buildup. It looks like it wants to form a double top on the 1 minute. Okay, which is fine, because once it does retrace, remember this, it could go all the way back down to our entry point, which would mitigate all of the imbalances that were left in the initial rally up. Okay. But then once it does enter our entry point, right, when it gets close to where we entered our initial position, then we can look for a potential re-entry at a lower percentage risk. Okay, so instead of a 1% risk, we would take a 0.5% risk. Okay, and our stop loss would be at break even, okay? Which means we don't, if price continues to fall down, we don't win and we don't lose on our second entry. Just a different idea of trade management and re-entering, okay? But I don't anticipate that. I anticipate price making its case to continue to mitigate all of the imbalances that were left, and we have just a little bit left. We have just this little chunk right here left to mitigate from the initial 730 market crash due to inflation. Boy, we can talk about inflation all day, but we won't. All right, so it's been about 2 hours, 15 minutes on this live broadcast. Hopefully you got some value out of watching this. Hopefully you got some questions. If you have some questions, I definitely want you to send them to me. Write them down, throw it in the DM, put it in the comments, put it in the chat. Again, we have a private group where we'll look even closer at some of these different setups, some of these different candle patterns, some of these different points of entry, points of interest, breaks of structure, market imbalances, and how the market will mitigate those imbalances. Happening all live every morning, 7 a.m. But if you want to join that group, just send a simple request in the comments, in the DM, in the chat room, wherever that you may be watching this from, and we'll get you set up with that for sure. All right, back to the chart. 1 minute candle is showing us a break of structure to the downside. Now, do you sell? Do you try to catch this retracement? If you are in an entry right now, no, do not do that. Okay. We don't chase price. We do not chase price. This is a simple retracement. This is mitigating imbalances that have been left in the lower time frames, and it is a retest of the 35 moving average baseline that you see right here. It's kind of like that squiggly line that's following price. Watch how it reacts to that and moves around that. It may break through, it may close beneath, it may retest it. Just be patient and watch. If you're already in an entry, this is not a sign to enter. If you are not in an entry and you are taking a sell based off of the exit of this bearish order block, it is a valid entry because of the breaks of structure, right? But you would want to keep your stop loss a little bit high. I would put it at 70, and then I would target that very next pivot point, which is a part of the mitigation process, right? So there is a potential sell entry based off of breaks of structure, which is, you have to understand, only brief. This is not a reversal. This is just a correction, just a retracement, just a drawdown. So you're not really looking to make a huge break of structure on the higher time frame. This is something you would maybe potentially hold for like the next 2 or 3 minutes, the next 2 or 3, maybe 5 candles on the 1 minute time frame. Just so you know. All right. Now, have I ever gave an entry, a drawdown entry live on YouTube? No, but this is the first. And as it mitigates these imbalances, you're going to watch how price will quickly retrace to an up push to profit, so that once it does retrace, you are closing based off of stop loss being hit in profit. Now it pushes through the bottom of the 12-hour channel. And then this next candle comes and retests the bottom of the 12-hour candle. It pushes back into the chaos, or into the 12-hour channel, the maniac channel. It starts to, if it makes equal lows. Okay, so it continues to go low. It wanted to make an equal low, now it continues to go low. So imbalances get mitigated. You're in a sell as price is retracing and mitigating some imbalances. Now it reaches a point where there is some resistance. I'm looking for a wick here. This is gonna give you potential RR of, well, you at least want to try for a 1-to-1. It's not necessarily a 1-to-1. Had a 22 or 25 point stop loss, which would be a fairly accurate, or a 30 even. Now would be a good time to exit this trade because it's at a 1 to 1.5. Okay, so there's an entry for a retracement, and you're not in it very long. The exit of the bearish order block on the 1 minute is a valid, but I don't recommend you stay in it for long. Okay, it's like quick scalp. Yeah, get in and out, just kind of go peek your head in and say, hey, I'm here, get a little cookie and get out. You ain't trying to sit down at the table, get some iced tea, get some fork and a napkin, and the waiter comes and says, hello, my name is Eric, and how can I help you today? And I want to be taking your order, and hey, would you like to see a menu? No. You poke your head in, you get a bite of a cookie and get out of there. That's it. That's all. Here's some good news for those of you who are holding the buy entry that we took at 8:31. It is now, the 5-minute candle is about to come to a close in about 20 seconds. We see a rejection wick starting to form to the bottom side, which gives us good indication that it would continue to the top. But I really want to see it close above and in our 12-hour purple maniac channel. That would give me really good confidence that it wants to continue up. So it fails to do that, we could see a potential low on this retracement start to happen just before we see a range, and in that range we'll see a break of structure to the upside. You just got to kind of really understand how price action moves and how price action starts to print. Okay, all right, so now we're at I got about 30 more seconds until I think I'm gonna shut this stream down. But man, listen, remember those rules. Remember the 10 commandments of trading. Remember to start the verse. Do the first thing first. Get that daily verse, right? And with that said, I think I'm gonna bring this stream to a close. All right. If you have any questions, man, don't hesitate to hit us up in the DM. The time is now 9:20. It's always fun to hang out in the morning with you all and to talk through a lot of these trade setups and a lot of the market setups, a lot of the news that goes on. And just to recap, man, I'm considering this entry at 8:31 to be a really good win for us all. If you took that with us, you saw a 1 to 3.6 return. If you took this retracement, you saw a 1 to 1.73. So all in all, we had 2 losses and 2 wins, which the losses only represent 1%. Well, actually, this loss was not even 1%. It was like minimal. This one was a 1%. So not even a 1%. Anyway, 2 losses, 2 wins. We're coming on top today with a $560 profit, which mitigates the loss, and we live to die another day. Don't forget, man. If it ain't making pennies, it ain't making sense, man. But we trade to the glory of God. I ain't even gonna lie. It's only because God has given us, blessed us to learn how to do this thing and to be disciplined. So I'm hoping and I'm anticipating you are getting better with your discipline, man. Get better with your discipline. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. It's Thursday. It's amazing. It's going to be amazing because today you're going to overcome every obstacle with peace, love, and joy. See y'all in the next video. I'm out.